Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Okay, I think we're all set. Good afternoon. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm here today with my campaign to announce that we are suing the Detroit City Clerk. The Wayne County Clerk reports a $250 late fee, which has led the City Clerk disqualifying me from the ballot. I'm here to say that my report was filed on time, and we owe no late fee. We submitted our campaign finance report on October 25th, 2024, and we have the receipts from the county clerk to prove it. While we wanted to solve this amicably after sharing emails, text messages, documentation from the county clerk acknowledging receipt of our filing, the county has buried its head in the sand, ignoring the clear evidence that there should have never been a late fee. Rather than addressing this clerical error, the county has refused, and we're forced to file a lawsuit. I can't believe the county would put the city of Detroit in this position to use limited resources to defend against a clear case of technical error in their system. The county has taken away the rights of Detroiters to choose their elected officials, and this is a truly genuine, undemocratic action. When I first got my disqualification notice, the first thing that came to my mind was my team on City Council. They've worked so hard to build a focused, effective, caring, accountable team that loves our district and city dearly. We've passed a fugitive dust ordinance, and we need to establish a truck route. We have responded to over 1,000 constituent cases since we've been in office, and we are working to better respond. I then begin to think about the coalitions that we've built to address the terrible air quality, our crime, the lack of access to city resources and departments. We support and fight for our unions as they picket in the winter, and the police and fire departments won't leave them alone. We ensure city departments work with union leadership so that workers can protest in peace as they fight for wages and health care that allow them to live with dignity. From my city staff to our block club leaders, to our nonprofits, to our grassroots organizations, we are building in times of need. And when we need to be bold, we do so together. And in this moment, this is no different. I'm ready to fight because I have been left with no choice. I'm moving forward because I believe the facts are on our side. I am currently living a candidate's worst nightmare. Yet I feel confident we'll be okay because our records show we submitted our campaign finance on time. The same report Wayne County accepted on November 8th and didn't give us a notice of error or a notice of amendments when we filed it on October 25th. It is a shame that we have to fight to remain on the ballots because the county has failed. Even more shameful that this deepens an already deep rift in public trust within our system. We simply ask that you acknowledge our timely filing, waive the wrongly assessed fee, and put us on the ballot. We owe it to this city to let the people decide who they want as their next Detroit City Council member. I bet you they want someone who loves this district no matter if you grew up on Tarno and McGraw or off Electric and 48217. Someone who sees the disparities and cares deeply about investing in our neighborhoods that feel forgotten. Someone who has already learned the ropes, has begun to build trust, and is working on meaningful policy change. When I received my disqualification notice on Monday, I was anxious and scared. On Tuesday, I was hopeful. By Wednesday, I was confident that we had the facts on our side. And by Thursday, I was mad and focused. I'm ready to move forward to make sure that we have my name on the ballot this August. If the law decides to not be on our side, that's fine. We're still running. And I'm going to need everyone's help to make sure that we run a strong, write-in people's campaign. We can do hard things. We can run a successful people's campaign no matter how long my name is. But it shouldn't have to come to that. Thank you again for being here. I will fight to make sure someone who loves our district has the opportunity to return on the ballot. This campaign is powered by the same principle that unites many Detroiters. That the people and the communities of this city should be able to decide what direction we go in by choosing who represents them, not by having their democracy limited before they even have the chance to make their voices heard. Like the people of our beautiful city, we'll never waver on justice. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you again to our residents who have been here to support us. Since this is an active legal case now, I will turn questions over to myself and my staff, Charlie, but we can take any questions now if you have them.
Yes. Talk about, has there been any movement this week? Have you guys tried to talk to clerk officials about whether you can take this somewhere to put the lawsuit aside?
Sure, and really that's what should happen in these situations. This is a factual dispute. At the core of this is about, did we submit the October 25th report or didn't we? The clerk hasn't made a comment on that. We have records showing we did. I actually have some copies with me if folks wanted after of the receipt. But in these situations, what should happen is the two groups should collaborate, communicate, compare records, and figure out a solution. Or should at least do that until it's clear they're not going to, before going down the legal road. That's what our campaign tried to do. We have been there in person for an entire afternoon. We've made at least 5 phone calls to the clerk's office. We've sent 3 emails. We've received no response to the emails. In person and over the phone, we've been told there's no updates from them. So now we have to go down the legal route. That's not what we wanted, and that's not what should happen.
So who are you suing, the Wayne County clerk or the Detroit City Clerk?
Great question. I've had a couple of people ask me that, so let's clear it up. We are suing the Detroit City Clerk, as well as Janice Winfrey in her role as the clerk. The reason we're suing the city clerk is because that is who formally disqualified Councilmember Santiago-Romero from the ballot. The discussion is with the Wayne County clerk, however. A city clerk relies on the county exclusively for this sort of thing, which they're very open about and isn't unique to Detroit at all. This happens in all these city elections. We file with Wayne County, the reports are up on Wayne County, they then transmit the information to the city. So we're suing the city because that's who disqualified us, and they're the only ones with the power to put us back on the ballot. But the actual factual discussion is with Wayne County.
So if they're following Wayne County's guide, why wouldn't they be responsible for Wayne County clerk's office? I'm just confused by that. If they're following a law.
Sure. In terms of the lawsuit for a remedy, right? Wayne County didn't disqualify us. They don't have the power to put us back on the ballot. We have to sue the group that actually has the power to do so. It's the city clerk.
What happens next with this lawsuit?
Sure, so we filed the lawsuit yesterday in 3rd Circuit Court here in Wayne County. We'll get a court date, possibly. We filed a temporary restraining order, an injunction. We know this is a quick moving case. So when we get the court date, we'll either show up in court or it'll be decided on briefs pre-court appearance.
One of the other plaintiff named in the suit is your city staffer. Is he also on the campaign staff as well?
He's not. He was in his capacity as a petition signer, right? Councilmember Santiago-Romero had over 600 petition signers. We want to be clear that the lawsuit's not just about Councilmember Santiago-Romero's rights, it's about the rights of the petition signers and the voters to pick the candidate of their choosing.
The county sent me a document showing that your campaign received a notice of failure to file. That was on October 28th. You didn't know about that till November?
Sure, so I'll address that. What usually happens when you don't file, and what's supposed to happen by law, you're supposed to get certified mail from the county. We never got the certified mail. Also, these small mistakes are very common to every campaign. Whenever this happens, you get an email. When we've had to amend in the last 4 years, we've always gotten an email. We didn't get an email in this case. The only communication we got is this piece of paper right here, which shows receipt of the October 25th filing. In terms of what you're talking about, the failure to notice, that's not something that is proactively sent out. That is something they post on their website. It's public viewing. It was not sent directly to us.
And it's supposed to be sent to you?
They're supposed to send it via email and certified mail. We got neither.
I've heard from several supporters of yours who feel like this is political in nature. When you hear that sentiment, what is your reaction?
So, campaign's reaction there is that's not what this is about. We're trying to solve a problem, correct a mistake. The reason for the harm is irrelevant to the harm it's caused to Councilwoman Santiago-Romero and the voters of the district. So we have no comment on intentions or motives. It's not relevant to us. We're trying to correct the mistake. Other questions? I'd invite
Charlie, what's your last name?
Widmaier. Widmaier. Would invite any supporters to have questions as well.
Is it
yet scheduled in the Third Circuit, or?
Not as of this morning.
Haven't seen it.
There's a default court date that's always set for about 2 weeks, but this case is going to be transferred to a different judge, and it'll be sooner than that.
Okay.
So we haven't had it yet.
Okay, thank you.
In the meantime, I mean, are you still campaigning in the event that you have to run a write-in?
Yes, we are.
We're campaigning. In terms of the write-in, we're really confident we're going to win in court and get back on the ballot.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
Thanks.
everyone. We appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you so much. I will share with you that unfortunately, I know how to fight systems that have screwed me over. And like Charlie mentioned, I do believe if we're able to share receipts and show that we're in the right, we'll be okay. The University of Michigan, when I applied to go to grad school there, sent me a letter saying that I was going to get charged out-of-state tuition. Why? Because I was born in Mexico. I said, excuse me, no. I have lived here my whole life. I should get in-state tuition. I gave them my receipts. They said, oh, you're right. We're going to give you in-state tuition. That's what the county clerk should have done when we sent over the receipts. Unfortunately, they want us to tell they want the court to tell them, so we'll have the courts tell them that. But I feel confident that we're going to be okay, y'all. And if not, let's get ready to run a heavy people's campaign, because that's what we deserve. We hope to get this done quick. It looks like maybe 2 weeks max. But regardless, we're going to get ready to continue to run, to continue to fundraise, to continue to get ourselves on that ballot. Thank you for being here. If you wouldn't mind getting ready, it's election year. Let's get ready to be on doors, talk to your neighbors, let us know what you want us to focus on. But I truly appreciate you being here on a short notice, on a Friday, a beautiful day. Thank you. I'll see you around the neighborhood. But enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, y'all. We appreciate you guys. Group photo. Oh yeah, group photo. If you folks wouldn't mind taking a quick picture. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Somebody wouldn't mind. Thank you, thank you. All right, team. Time. Do this. Come on in. Mary! Mary! Vente! Can you screw up? No, you're gonna sit there. Okay. Okay, ready?
And 1, 2, one more. One more over here.
Fist ups, y'all. We got this. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, y'all. Thank you.